Hey y'all, hey. Okay, so let's get into this What Deck Are You Using Neo series. I'm going to try to be, very consistent with this, and I don't want to drag it out, so I'm just going to get into it. I have a lot of decks, and oftentimes you guys ask me what deck I'm using, and I don't believe in gatekeeping. Like, that's one thing. I'm like, look, let's support the person who's creating it. Let's get you out there so that you can use it, and you can't do that if you don't know the name. If you ask me, and I can give you the information, typically I absolutely do. I drop it in the comment section like I got it at this one. And I typically purchase my decks either on Amazon or Etsy or wherever. If I get it, again, I'll let you know. So I came across this deck. I've been eyeing this deck for some time now. I just like the spiritual connection of connecting to ancestry. And so when I saw some of the images on this deck, I was like, oh, I gotta get this deck. So this deck is called The Beloved Dead, an oracle for divining ancestral wisdom, by Carrie Paris, and Tina Hart. Okay, so it comes in this little box, not little box, it's actually a larger size box than I would have even imagined. Well, when you're purchasing a deck, sometimes you think smaller, so sometimes I think smaller. So when the box came, I was like, and I got it on Amazon for like 20 something dollars. I think it was like 26 total. So I already have the deck taken out, but yeah, it's like a hard box and has that magnetic close, which is pretty cool. I like that, so you can keep up with your deck for a long time or preserve the deck for a long time. And look at these cards. Like, I love this little gold accent on the sides. I love the durability of the card. It does feel flexible, but it doesn't feel like paper. It almost feels like it has a nice smooth finish to it, which is cool. Okay, and then they give you this book, which is let's see, in comparison to the deck, look at the size of the book. Okay, so boom. Yeah, it's a pretty large book. Nice little content page, and then welcome to the Beloved Dead, giving you some explanation. Thank you, Spirit. What's in the box? The Spirit Throne. So the cards are broken down into a couple of different kind of. So this one is broken down into the Spirit Throne, the Act of Love cards, and then the Beloved Dead cards. And it tells you how to begin, and they typically tell you, about a spread, etc., etc. But it gives you a nice little description about what each card means, and then as you receive downloads and you trust your intuition, I just feel like the cards naturally speak to me as well. So I like to use the description, but then I also like to allow the downloads to tell me something based on the visual of the card, and then also my intuition. I'm big on intuition. I'm big on listening to your intuition. It's just something that I just really, really, really believe in. And they have some spreads in the back of the book. Forgive me. So yeah, I feel like it's a nice, thorough book, an in-depth book. And who doesn't like that with a deck? Like, for those people who really like to get in depth with the author and what was the inspiration behind this deck, I feel like this is definitely going to do that for you. So yeah, 1 Spirit Throne card, 10 Acts of Love cards, 69 Beloved Dead cards, and 1 Ouija card. That's interesting. Okay, so let's look at the face of these cards. Let's just go through each one, okay? So we have conscientious, conflict, competition. I love the illustration. Compass, communication, chicken, change, bohemian, body, backstory. Thank you, Spirit. Attention, arcana, appearance, ancestry, addiction, academic, absence. Look how the face is gone. Act of love, yes or no. So now we're getting to act of love cards. Self-preservation, self-care, observation, objectivity, here and now, forgiveness and faith, do nothing, be you, as is. And then we have the Spirit Throne card, perception, peace, optimism, messenger, martyr, love, location, limelight, leadership, labor, kindred, justice, invisible, innocent, important, hospitality, home, haunted, hardship, grave, explorer, expectation, evermore, entertainment, driver, drama, disconnect. Thank you, Spirit. Defense, creativity, perfection, personality, play, player. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Privilege, promise, prophecy, purpose, religion, remember, service. I like the depths of the energy that resonates on this card with these faces. Is definitely making me feel some kind of way. I remember seeing this card just in a part of the like the PR around this deck. Like, this was one of the cards that I saw most frequently that really like made me connect and was like, I want that deck. I gotta have that deck. Shine. I love these images. Snake, sovereign, survive, teacher, things, time, tribe, vanity, visitation, wholesome, wise guy, witch. And then there's that Ouija card. Okay. All right. So let's just ask for a card for the collective. All right. Boom. Labor comes out. So I will go to the book. And the great thing about this book is it's in alphabetical order. Like, thank you. Because sometimes books aren't. And I'm like, how am I supposed to find the word? I'm like guessing. Like, is it in the front? Is it in the back? So I can appreciate it being in alphabetical order. Okay, so I'll just read to you guys what it says. Labor is the champion of those of the working class, the blue-collar worker who toils, gets dirty, lifts, hauls, cleans, chops, cooks, sews, mills, machines, builds, or digs in an either skilled or unskilled trade. Perhaps your ancestor descended into the dark, unstable earth to mine coal or hunch over an anvil, forging horseshoes out of iron, or worked in a gray factory trying to stay alert. Keep up and return home in one piece. This work might have been the expectation of a proud family tradition, or just sealed the fate of those without a choice or other alternative. When it's not validating the profession of a loved one, labor is a message that says reaching your goal will involve long, hard, or possibly joyless work. It can also produce great pride and strength of character. The beloved dead of labor also understands an ancestral agenda of worth being proportionate to the difficulty of the work. You might be experiencing an atavistic attraction to tests of personal mettle or jobs that involve harsh conditions, battering hours, grueling tasks, physical and mental exhaustion, minimal pay, danger, or high risks. If this is in alignment with your innate ideals, values, and soul gifts, labor applauds your efforts, tenacity, and accomplishments. You hail from hardy stock. But regardless of your current profession, if you're being crushed by growing resentment, desperation, physical pain, or anger, consider the message of the beloved dead of labor. You can heal any unhealthy patterns forged out of the stillborn dreams by unlocking the potential of the bloodline. The beloved dead of the labor says, explore choices that promote your freedom and growth. Ashe to the ancestors. Ashe to the universe. I hope you guys are interested in getting this deck. Again, I got mine on Amazon. So let me know in the comment section below if this is a deck that you would want a part of your collection. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.